Boss.
I'll only play if you agree to bet something within the game.
Name your price.
What I mean is something far greater than monetary value. To be able to look death straight in the eye and carelessly step into it. That is the condition that I will play with you under.
Bet my life, huh? I get it.
Even after putting everything on the line for this game, you still find a way to show us another one of your parlor tricks.
I don't want anyone else coming in and stealing our thunder. This is between me and you, right?
I can't argue with that.
So, you think you're good at Mahjong?
It's a complicated question. What do you think it means to be good at Mahjong?
I don't know. You win a lot?
Maybe. But what about a player makes them win a lot?
Knowing what to keep and knowing what to get rid of. Every hand has a stinker, and the faster you get at finding it, the better.
So you're saying for that every tile you draw, there's a right tile to discard.
I guess.
What you're suggesting is a rule of survival, a certain logic set in stone that if you follow will give you the highest chance of building a winning hand. But by abiding by those set of rules, sort of a gap begins to emerge in between each one of your right choices. What I mean is, a pattern begins to emerge. There's a reason why we don't throw our discards into some messy pile, but instead line them up neatly to give them the respect they deserve. With every discard that gets you closer to the win, the rest of the table gets closer to knowing your hand. They become hints of your intent, making it easier to fill in the gaps as your pile grows larger. More arrows pointing to your endgame. I can almost see through your hand now. I know what you don't need, so I know what you need. You see, Jackson, true Mahjong isn't about building your winning hand. It's about destroying others, finding out what bricks they need to build their temple, and then ripping it from their grasp, leading them on till you deny them their victory. That's the ultimate joy of the game. But even that isn't enough to push you over the finish line. Sometimes life just likes to stray away from our line of reasoning. Luck is a cheap word to describe it, but not inaccurate. There's a certain presence that hangs over the game, one which carries its own motives. There's only so much strategy you can put into Mahjong before you can merely throw your hands in the air and let fate take the wheel. Fate can pull any hand out of a slump. Fate can do anything. It's completely illogical. That's why it's the complete truth. We humans built rationality, the idea that we understand what happens and why it happens for everything. Leaves little room for something like God to speak to us. I believe they communicate through the gaps in that rationality. In the dark spaces too far for things like reason or logic to shine their light. Things like true chance, true randomness, true coincidence. Our tiles are just the instruments for them to echo down their verdict. I can feel it, the flow of the game. It's alive, writhing through these tiles even now.
Boss.
I apologize.
So your god is a set of tiles in a board game.
Not God. Flow. The flow of fate. All Mahjong does is help me see its movement through me and my beliefs. And as you can see, we've been following it closely.
Just because you follow fate doesn't mean you follow the right side of history.
None of this is about being right or wrong. It's about whether fate lets it happen.
That's just you denying accountability.
I've never denied anything in my life. I just listen. And what I've heard has given me the strength to move forward. Our country is dancing on the edge of a great divide, and it needs that voice now more than ever.
You're not helping with that divide at all.
And neither are they. But that's irrelevant. All that matters is who's chosen to prevail by them.
I disagree.
Oh? Then what do you believe in?
Justice.
Expand on that, maybe.
Fate isn't interpreting shit from winning or losing a fucking board game. It's about choosing to act on something yourself. You can't just sit on your ass and hope for a dividing wind to come along and fix everything. Neither can you just stand still and say nothing, hoping that it's God's will. My fate is what I make of it and what my heart does to act on it. My fate is walked on the path of justice.
There's no justice in the world, Jackson. You know this. No one ever gets what they deserve. The world just spins, and there's no reason we can derive from it. Only results.
Then I guess I'll let the tiles decide, won't I?
Yes.